gosta do fim de semana. Vai me parar, 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 vai me parar.
I know. Yes. Why is the heart of these three classes are different? Why is it not same when they are breed and live on land?
Notice, first, we need to know how it differs.
The heart structure of amphibians, reptiles, and birds are different from each other. First, we have amphibians' heart structure. It has three-chamber heart that consists of two atria and one ventricle. The blood missing occurred is minimized by the ventricular ridge that flows oxygenated blood toward the systemic circuit and deoxygenated blood to the pulmocutaneous circuit. The gas exchange takes place in the lungs and through the skin. Next, reptiles' heart structure. Reptiles' heart structure is divided into two groups: non-crocodilians, which most reptiles are included, and crocodilians such as crocodile and alligator. Non-crocodilians has three chambers and consists of two atria and one ventricle. They are an incomplete septum, also known as partially divided ventricle. However, the separation of oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood is greater compared to the amphibians. Meanwhile, crocodilians have four-chamber heart made up of two atria and two ventricles that completely separates oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Last but not least, the bird's heart structure. The bird's got the same as crocodilians just now. It has four-chamber heart with two atria and two ventricles that allows complete separation of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. This table highlights the key differences in heart structure between amphibians, reptiles, and birds. Have you ever thought why birds and mammals require a four-chamber heart?
I can answer that for you. First, we need to know the characteristics of the lifestyles of birds and mammals. Birds' main way of transportation to search for food, mates, and escape life-threatening events is by flying. Mammals, on the other hand, such as humans and tigers, rely on running to achieve immediate needs. High aerobic activities like running and flying require an efficient cardiovascular system, which is afforded by the four-chambered heart, characterized by high systolic pressure and high resting metabolism. The septum of the heart dividing and preventing the mix of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood helps the organism maintain high oxygen delivery, crucial for the intense aerobic demands of flight in birds and sprinting in mammals. Thus, a healthy four-chambered heart is the most perfect and efficient heart structure, complementing the lifestyles of mammals and avian species. How do you think circulatory systems support high energy demand in warm-blooded animals?
I will explain that for you. First, we need to identify endothermic and ectothermic animals. For endothermic animals, we have two groups of animals, such as mammals and birds. Meanwhile, for ectothermic animals, we have three groups of animals, which is fishes, amphibians, and reptiles. Next, this is the features that we can use to differentiate endothermic and ectothermic animals, such as heart structure, blood flow efficiency, oxygen supply, capillary networks, and metabolic rate. In conclusion, warm-blooded animals need more energy in their daily life compared to cold-blooded animals. In order to achieve the high energy demand, an efficient circulatory systems offers faster oxygen and nutrients delivery, making sure that cellular respiration rate is higher. This causes more energy production, therefore maintaining a constant body temperature. Do you think the incomplete separation of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood affect reptiles?
Actually, it does. I will explain how the incomplete separation of oxygenate and dioxygenate blood affect reptile and how they adapt to survive with this type of circulation system. One of the main benefits of this incomplete separation is energy conservation. During cold season, reptiles go into a state called brumation, which is similar to hibernation. Their bodies slow down and they use their food mainly for growth, reproduction, and repair, not for keeping warm, because reptiles don't produce their own body heat. Thanks to this, they can survive on very little food. Some reptiles can even go week, month, or up to a year without eating. Reptiles can save a lot of energy because their metabolism slows down. This means they can survive on very little food. It also supports a long period of inactivity, which is important when temperatures are too cold for them to stay active. Another important benefit is something called cardiac shunting. Because their ventricle is not fully separate, reptiles can reroute their blood depending on what they need at the moment. This gives them more flexibility than mammal or bird. There are two types of shunt. First, right to left shunt when breathing or diving. In this case, the blood skips the lung and goes straight to the body. This is very helpful for reptiles like turtle when they are underwater for a long period because they don't waste oxygen by sending blood to the lung when they are not breathing. Next, left to right shunt when breathing normally. Here, more blood goes back to the lung. This allows the reptile to pick up more oxygen. Some oxygen-rich blood can even loop back to the lung to improve oxygen absorption even more. So, cardiac shunting helps reptiles adjust to different conditions easily. The last advantage is that reptiles can tolerate low oxygen environment. The incomplete separation supports this by allowing their body to function even when oxygen level drops. There are three ways they manage this. One key adaptation is metabolic depression. Reptiles can slow down their metabolism and they use far less energy and need less oxygen. Second, reptiles can switch to anaerobic metabolism, which produces energy without oxygen. This lets them keep functioning for a short or moderate period when oxygen supply is low. Lastly, many reptiles have blood and hemoglobin that are good at capturing and holding oxygen. Their blood is specialized so they can store and transport oxygen more effectively, even when overall oxygen levels are low. Is there any evolutionary advantageous animal with a four-chamber heart have overdosed with a favorite chambers?
Before I answer that question, why don't we learn about the different circulatory systems and structures of hearts? How a single circulatory system works is blood passes through the heart only once throughout the whole body. Fish and other aquatic animals have the system. A single circulatory system uses a two-chambered heart made up of a ventricle and an atrium. It pumps deoxygenated blood into the gills for oxygenation and then directly to the blood tissue. Although the system is less efficient than double circulation, a single circulatory system is simpler, less efficient system that effectively meets the needs of the animal. Next, a double circulatory system. Blood passes through the heart twice during one complete circuit of the body. Mammals and birds have this system, and it consists of two separate circuits. This system keeps the oxygenated blood and oxygenated blood separate. The separation makes this system very efficient. Now, let's answer the question of what evolutionary advantages do animals with a four-chambered heart have over those with fewer chambers. Firstly, efficient oxygenation. A four-chambered heart are able to efficiently keep oxygenated blood separate from deoxygenated blood due to a fully formed septum. Aside from that, animals with a four-chambered heart also have higher metabolic rates, which means these animals burn more calories or energy at a faster rate. A four-chambered heart also enables warm-blooded animals to maintain their body temperature. It is actually through a higher metabolic rate that generates internal heat and allows animals like polar bears and camels to survive in extreme environments. Animals with a four-chambered heart are able to perform more energy-intensive activities like running for long distances because there is no mixing of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. The body is able to produce energy efficiently. A four-chambered heart ensures that pressure in the circuit is high to efficiently deliver oxygen and nutrients to the cell for supporting high energy needs. That's all from us, and thank you for watching.